Final half hour of the show coming your way on this Wednesday morning. Thanks for spending the start of your day with us here on Hot Mic on WDAY Extra, KSFL TV in Sioux Falls, KNBN in Rapid City, also streaming on inform.com. Yesterday, we caught up with one of the members of the Bison football recruiting class for the class of 2026 in Q Barnslater out of Apple Valley, Minnesota. Want to continue while we have some time here in the beginning of July. Want to continue this stretch of catching up with recruits from that class of 2026. And I'm happy to welcome in our next guest here out of the state of Wisconsin, who announced his commitment to North Dakota State all the way back in May. Kobe Russell joining us on this Wednesday morning. Kobe, appreciate you taking time and hopping on with us today to talk about this. Long overdue for the conversation since your commitment. Congratulations, by the way. What has life been like since you made that decision to come to NDSU?
Yeah, it's definitely been good. Get to just focus on, what I'm coming in to do, playing football. Get to focus on that going into the senior season. So.
For Bison fans that may not know you and the type of player that you are, heavily recruited out of Wisconsin, widely regarded as one of the top prospects in the state as well. What made NDSU stand out amongst the other schools that were going after you?
Yeah, NDSU was the first school to offer me, so they were there right from the start, and that first offer was a really different feeling. Um, you know, I cried right after, and sitting down with Coach Polisek, as soon as he said the words, I was like in shock and then like zoned out, completely forgot everything else that happened. So that was just a special moment to me, and it was first offer, so they were there from the start and were there the rest of the way.
Prior to Coach Polisek sending you an offer, what did you know about North Dakota State as a school, and what did you know about the football program?
Yeah, I mean, I only knew them from the football program,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. But I knew about their baseball program a little bit because Peter Brookshaw,
Yeah.
uh, he went to the same high school as me, so um, I knew about their baseball program, and then obviously their football program is dominant, so I knew about them a little bit.
Yeah, there's been a solid pipeline from your neck of the woods, of course, out of Prescott High School in Wisconsin to NDSU.
Yeah.
Describe that first visit to Fargo. What was that like?
Yeah, it was game day experience. So it was Missouri State, and I drove up with um he's like big brother to me, but we not blood related. His name's Chris. Drove up with him, and went and joined the game. Actually, no, before the game is when we talked with the coaches and stuff. And it was a game day, so I wasn't expecting a lot of people to be there, but it was a lot of recruits there,
Mm.
and we was sitting down eating lunch, and then got pulled into the office, and that's when it happened. And then after that, just got to enjoy the whole experience. It was senior night, so they
Yeah.
had like cool fireworks and stuff and explosions in the Fargo Dome. So and then we got to watch the game. It was a good game. Um, so it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was a good senior night game for North Dakota State last season against Missouri State, who's now moved up to the FBS level, by the way. Once you made your decision and you told the coaching staff and Coach Polisek that, hey, I'm going to come to North Dakota State, what was that reaction like that you received?
Yeah, so they came to the school. I don't remember what day of the week, but Coach Johnson was there. We sat and talked for a while, and then Coach Olson and Coach Polisek came. And I kind of already knew it was gonna happen, like myself, but my high school coaches were also in there, and we were all sitting down, and um, Polisek comes in with Coach Olson. He's like the closer in MLB, and he came in. It was a great conversation. And then he asked me, "You want to be a Bison?" I said, "I want to be a Bison." And the room went crazy. So it was amazing experience.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. We're going to show some of your clips, your highlights here from your time playing high school ball in Wisconsin. You play on both sides of the ball. So in those conversations you had with the coaching staff, what are you going to do when you get up to college? You're going to be offensive guy, defensive guy?
Yeah, I'm definitely defense. Right from the start, and honestly, will probably be like that for a while. But if I get an opportunity, some of the coaches told me I can get a pick six. There's a chance to come play, but obviously, I got to work on both sides of the
Yep.
ball still. Wow, like say I'm not playing both sides of the ball the first couple of years, and I have to work that, so when I get the opportunity, I can play.
How much would you love to be a two-way guy?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's something that only special, very special, gifted people get to do. So that would be amazing.
Well, Travis Hunter kind of paved that path most recently. Obviously, Deion Sanders did as well, but
Yeah.
you're starting to see more in there, and we'll see
Yeah.
if you could be one of those guys. You come from we touched on it, Prescott High School out of Wisconsin, and for those that aren't familiar with the Wisconsin football scene, what kind of competition are you going up against week in and week out during the football season?
Yeah, it's definitely good competition. I would say my school is one of the smaller schools. We're Division 4, and it goes all the way to Division 7. But Prescott plays in one of the better Division 4 conferences in football. My coach knows all like the stats on it, but I mean, I think it's like the last 12, 15 years we've had like 8 teams in the state championship game or something like that. And then yeah, I mean, we're one of the smaller schools, but I think we can compete with the bigger schools also.
What's the outlook look like for this upcoming season? How you guys going to do this year?
Yeah, we graduated a lot of seniors, so it's gonna be a lot of new guys touching the field. So, but there are a lot of them are seniors,
Hmm.
but they still new experience. But you know, I'm very confident in them. Just playing with them, even like practicing now and stuff, very confident. Can be a very exciting and a really good season.
So you announced your commitment to come to NDSU in May. How much are you following along with what the Bison have been doing on the recruiting trail ever since you said you were going to come here? Have you been
Yeah,
following along with this class?
yeah, I definitely have. I've helped try to get some guys too.
Okay.
But yeah, this class, especially even some of the current players, like when you're on official visit, the current players even said that our class has a really good chance to be very special, and especially the DB class that we have. DB class is I believe we can be one of the top classes in the entire country.
Yeah.
And that's just based off of the kids that we got. And I know the type of kids we got because I know the type of kids that Coach Johnson wants to get too. So,
Absolutely. How's your recruiting skills? Are you a closer?
uh, nah, I wouldn't say I'm the closer. That's Polisek, but
No doubt, no doubt.
yeah,
A part of this class, so we're up to 15 guys here. It's going to quiet down for a little bit for the class of 2026. There's a good group of Wisconsin guys that are going to come in this class. How
yeah.
much does that bring a level of comfortability for you, knowing that when you get up here, and obviously there's a great group of Wisconsin kids already here as well. How much does that bring a level of comfortability for you?
Nah, yeah, for sure. And it's something I didn't even really think about, to be honest. But even like the guys currently there, there's a linebacker named Gavin Sell. I played him in like he was in the same conference as me,
Hmm.
so we played against each other basketball, football, and then the other guys like coming in my class. Just being able to talk football from being from Wisconsin, talk Wisconsin football. Obviously you didn't play those guys, but there's guys on the team that I actually played against. So that's just yeah, it makes it comfortable. It makes it it's just cool to have that on the team.
When did the thought of playing Division 1 football, when did that come into your mind and realize, okay, this is a true possibility here?
Yeah, that clicked. Like I think it was me watching my brother play just I think football in general. He was playing. I think we started tackling in third or fourth grade. Just seeing that. Like I just remember being a young kid, and that's clicked in my mind. Watching it, college football on TV. And ever since, that's all I think about. I still think about it. I'm always gonna think about it because I got goals beyond that. So it's always in my head no matter what I'm doing. Like it's always going to be in my head.
Was football, has that always been the number one sport for you, or was there opportunity to look at other avenues here?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been the number one sport, but I will say I definitely can hoop.
Okay.
Like not any like high D1 or D1 schools, but like some schools around here have asked me to play like the smaller Wisconsin colleges, but they also know that I'm playing football in college. But I definitely can hoop, and who knows if I was a little taller, who knows what could happen there.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how it goes. Well, we're happy to have you up here in Fargo. We're excited to watch you in the green and gold uniform coming up here in a couple of years. Before we let you go, what are the plans this summer as you get ready for the football season?
Yeah, we just working. You know, trying to get the team as close together and bonded as we can before we go to war with each other. So we just working. We in the weight room every day. You know, hanging out with each other during the day. Um, we just trying to get the team bonded. That's my main focus as
Hmm.
a leader on the team, and then yeah, I'm just excited for the season. I can't wait to play. I think it's gonna be a special.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. We're looking forward to seeing what you can do this year and seeing what you can do when you come up to Fargo, man. Appreciate you for coming on this morning and enjoy your holiday weekend.
Yes, sir. You too.
There he goes. Kobe Russell joining us on this Wednesday morning edition of Hot Mike. Announced his commitment to North Dakota State back in May. What a player. What a player he is. 3-star prospect out of Prescott, Wisconsin. One of the most highly sought after prospects in the class of 2026 out of the state. North Dakota State always does so well in Wisconsin, and that continues for this class of 2026. He's 6'1", 185 pounds. He runs a 4.540, which is about 7 seconds faster than I can do it. I can tell you that much. So that's pretty impressive. This last year, he was an all-state honorable mention. He had 4 interceptions, 22 tackles, along with over 1,000 all-purpose yards. So, got a good athlete. Good athlete. You heard him say it, too. He would love to play both ways, and that's becoming a more common trend that you'll notice. We heard that from Q Barnslater as well. Would love to do both. Would love to do anything that they can to make a difference on the team and on the field. And Q Barnslater said that yesterday, and now Kobe Russell saying that today. Again, this class of 2026 for North Dakota State, it's up to 15 guys. And with the amount of returning players on the roster, it's been reported, you can get all this information up on inform.com as well, that the Bison had a total of around 18 to 20 scholarships to work with for the entire class. So if we're at 15, potentially could add a couple more. We'll see what they decide to do. But already this class for 2026 has got some dudes for North Dakota State as well. It sounds like North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks, have been making some headway as well. They just got a guy out of Allen, Texas, the same high school as Kyler Murray, who announced his commitment for the class of 2026. Recruiting trail's been going well. It's been going well, it sounds like, for everybody up here in the Dakota schools. No doubt about that. That being said, we're due for another break here, a final break on this Wednesday morning. When we come back, we'll recap the big news from today, also revolving around North Dakota State football. We'll get into what to watch, and we'll get you out the door here today and let you enjoy this beautiful Wednesday up here in our region. Hot Mike returns after this.